Okay, so what is your relationship with each other? Woodbridge High School sophomores Ian Quintos and Sofia Ramirez have been friends since the age of 8 because they were neighbors and both of their little brothers were really good friends.
8 years, I think.
Since like the beginning of elementary school, I think like 2nd or 3rd grade, because we were neighbors. So, and then both our little brothers hung out, so then we hung out.
Ian and Sophia's friendship grew deeper year after year as they saw each other more and more.
Last week we went to the beach on a Wednesday. It was pretty fun.
We like go to lunch sometimes, but then it's usually outside of school that we hang out.
Having spent so many years together, it makes sense to question whether they had any further romantic feelings for each other. Or, did they really have no feelings like that whatsoever? It could be possible that they kept their friendship a strong, sincere, and mutual one that has no deep internal feelings.
Do you feel like there's anything romantic in your relationship?
No, I don't think so.
Do you feel as if she has any feelings towards you in the relationship?
No.
Society has named this kind of friendship between a boy and a girl with no romantic feelings as a, quote, platonic relationship. Is camera on?
I don't see the red light.
so.
Wait, yes it is. It's not.
No. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is. Is it? Oh, okay, good. Chill, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to This Woodbridge Life, where we present you a theme and look into 2 stories relating to that theme. I'm Guillermo.
I'm Karen. I'm Eunice.
And I'm Davy.
In this episode of This Woodbridge Life, our group looked into high school relationships.
We will analyze how relationships are developed and how they end.
We also looked at how relationships affect who we are and how we act.
Let's look at the first story.
In this first story, we have 2 groups, 1 male, 1 female. We interviewed both groups separately to see how they would react together and what they thought of their relationship together. Let's go check it out.
I'm Cassandra Oakley.
I'm Victoria Bell. I'm Omnivologic. And I'm Kylie Michalak.
Friends for 4 years now, Cassandra, Victoria, Amna, and Kylie have been brought together through their high school academics, passion for photography, and their love for Disney. But they all met each other in their middle school classroom.
7th grade, 6th grade,
All 7th grade.
7th grade. Yeah. Yeah, we met in middle school and then we met in 4th grade school.
I'm Richmond Horicalo. I'm in 10th grade. I'm David Long. I'm in 10th grade.
I'm John Hanna. I'm in 10th grade.
I think all of us met at Lakeside, so basically from middle school. I'm not sure about how John and David met, but I met these 2 at Lakeside.
Friends since middle school, Richmond, David, and John are a close-knit group of friends who joke around with each other on a daily basis. They spend time in school during classes or lunch, but they don't really spend time together off campus. How many classes do you have together this year?
I have 1 class with her and I have no classes with them.
Zero.
I have homeroom with her, but that's it.
That doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spanish. David.
Yeah, I actually didn't have any really classes with them until high school.
Do you think that affects how close you guys are this year compared to previous years?
No, because like she's been my friend for a really long time and we haven't like had any classes together, so yeah, it's not really. So we hang out outside. Yeah. So
Although they do not have any current classes together, they maintain their healthy friendship through hanging out during lunch.
Typically do when you hang out at school?
At school, we basically talk or just screw around with each other, like pull pranks on each other.
Whenever you can meet up outside of school, what do you do then?
Disney Disneyland. Or we like take pictures. Yeah.
Take
Photo
pictures.
shoots.
We play League together.
League of Legends?
Yeah, and we sometimes go watch movies. That's cool without it. I think it's because we generally have the same friends, so through that we interact with the same people and just see each other a lot.
Do you think you'll see each other often too in high school or college?
Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. I mean, if we go
Yeah.
far,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it all comes down to a point to where like you're actually going to college, you know. So you never really know until then.
Like, she might be going to New York. I'll go to Europe. She's
Yeah.
going to California.
I'll go to
She's going to
Kansas.
Japan. You know.
Probably won't see. Yeah, it's that far away. Yeah, exactly.
Like nowadays, I think social media is really key because, to be honest, high school students are people of our age that really use letters to communicate. And also, like nowadays everyone has social media like Facebook and Twitter, so that's gonna be really key to connecting with people. And yeah.
Do you have any secrets that you guys tell each other that you guys actually trust each other with, your personal life?
No. To be honest, I haven't had that much personal stuff in my life, so like I haven't really talked about personal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much, but
Yeah,
there's not really like much
Yeah.
to tell. But if I do, I tell them.
I know everything about David.
Do you have any very close, like individually, do you have any close guy friends that you would tell more to them than you would to each other?
No.
No.
No. Yeah, no. Guys are
Through our interviews with the two groups, it was made obvious that the girls don't really like to hang out with other guys, whereas the guys would be more free to hang out with girls because they don't see the difference between a girl best friend and a guy best friend.
Guys, that's a cue. The film is rolling. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, we're up.
Eunice, why don't you introduce our next story?
Never mind. In this next story, we interviewed a typical teacher-student dynamic in a Woodbridge High School classroom.
This teacher is one who really tries to make his classroom really comfortable and make his stuff presentable so that students could come to him with any problem they have. Let's go check it out.
I'm actually introduced here as Mr. Sabado.
Mr. Salvador?
Mr. Sabado's Algebra 2 class.
Cool, so can you describe to me what Mr. Sabado is like?
Well, Mr. Sabado is one interesting teacher. He doesn't teach like any other in class with boring lectures. He actually interacts with students, and if they do something off the track, then he's just gonna come up behind you. He's just gonna stare you down.
Mr. Salvador is a really personable teacher who always is really friendly in class, and he actually teaches while having fun, so it's a class that I enjoy.
It's obvious that he really likes math.
Yeah, he's very close to everyone.
Yeah, he does. He's really friendly, and he knows how to handle like problems well, and he does understand if, let's say, you were busy this weekend, and he does give extensions, which is nice sometimes.
He really likes talking to us a lot, and
One of the nicer teachers at Woodbridge.
he takes the time to get to know us and stuff.
So yeah, he's pretty chill.
Who is Mr. Sabado? How does he present himself? Why do his students like him? Was he born in a Spanish-speaking country on a Saturday? Probably not.
I'm Sabado. I'm a math teacher here at Woodbridge High School. I also coach varsity girls and boys tennis team.
Just at Woodbridge.
This is my third full year here at Woodbridge. I taught 8 years before in school in LA Unified. I've been pretty outgoing, a lot of pretty effervescent, trying to understand the material / understand themselves and just grow. That's the main thing about that I've seen. That's been pretty consistent in both places. That students just want to do their best and try to do their best, and look forward to growing up and maturing each day.
What do you think is the role of a teacher here at Woodbridge?
I think it's our role and it's our goal is to be role models for our students. Main thing is that I've learned after teaching for 11 years is that everything that us teachers do is witnessed by students, it is observed by students, and it's learned by students. So whether it's a lesson in class or just the way we talk about our families, it's information that's important, that should be learned, that should be shared. Sabadoism, like every teacher has them. It's basically what they say that's unique to them. I know some other teachers do certain things, like a math teacher downstairs, Mr. Farley always wears polo shirts. That's like his thing. I guess my thing that I say that students always comment on at the end of the year, they're just like, wow, you said that quite a bit. One of them would be, I'll think about it, because it's one of those phrases I like to let students marinate with, let them get an idea of whether I'm really thinking about it or not, like going to the bathroom. I'll think about it. And if they question, I'll be like, well, do you want me to think about it or not? So it's just another way to kind of get some sort of communication going on with students. I also say, well, I'm notorious for saying, in a pondering way and then walking away. Usually it's my form of flattery for a student, in the sense that if I do that to a student and I walk away, it's probably because I believe that you're going to be able to solve the task or understand the task at hand. So it's not because I'm trying to ignore or try to be rude. It's more that, it's a question that I think you should be able to handle on your own.
Mr. Sabado's Sabadoisms or habits are just one of the many ways that he makes himself stand out, because whereas other teachers would just fall into these habits, he uses them and makes sure that students can realize their full potential or do the best that they can, as well as making it stick in their heads.
They always say imitation is the best form of flattery. Students in my 4th and 3rd, all throughout the day, they'll say some of the Sabadoisms that I say, some of the things that not other teachers say. So it's kind of interesting to see that was occurring as well, because whether it's out of joking fun or whether it's because they are trying to imitate me to make a joke, I see it as flattery.
Do you connect with them on another level other than just classroom basics and studying?
I try to. I think it's important for students to understand where teachers are coming from in terms of their home life.
Do students ever come to you for life problems other than academic-wise?
Yeah, some students have, unfortunately. I mean, one of the philosophies as a teacher also, we had a speaker a couple years ago, I forget his name, he was a skater, but he had the shirts that said, "Dude, be nice," and that kind of resonated with me. You just never know what an individual is going through on any given day, so try to be, as a teacher, trying to be patient, trying to understand is important to me. So unfortunately, myself and other people go through circumstances that aren't the best and that make us feel sad or alone or whatever the case is. So some students can see that I'm pretty transparent in that regard, so they feel comfortable with me. So some students do, but it doesn't happen too often. But when it does, it's usually something that we can kind of talk to, or if it gets pretty severe, or if it's something that I think is out of my comfort zone, then I usually recommend another adult on campus to help with that student's issue.
More like I'll go to him like problems with families or problems with my own life, like my struggles. Yeah.
Students like Daniel Segrins can come to Mr. Sabado with any personal problems or family problems because of the way Mr. Sabado makes himself comforting, approaching, and he's so sensitive to people's problems.
I would say that it's important. It's important to make bonds here out on campus, whether it's with teachers or with your classmates, to understand that your classmates are here to help you achieve your goals, and so are your teachers. So I know every teacher says this, but to listen to everyone and be pretty much aware of what's occurring. You're not going to be in high school for so long.
Through our evaluation of Woodbridge High School, it had been made evident that relationships have a strong effect on members of the Woodbridge High School community.
Members in Woodbridge High School tend to develop relationships to feel more connected with others.
This is our Woodbridge life.
Hello, what's your name?
Sean Jones.
Camera on. Hey, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Hi, my name is Sean. Oh, sorry, Kim.
Really, I like. I don't know if crunchy lemonade beer.
I like all my teachers.
Don't say it.
You go to prom.
Get out. Thank you. Bye. Do you have any close friends?
Cause
that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah.
Tonic my eye.
What?
If you toss and you turn and then you just can't fall asleep. I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you.
No.
Romance, dear me.
Do you have any close guys that you can talk to? Sean! Or he says like
and I know when I need it, I can count on you.
No, leave that in.
You'll be there.
How to sleep over? No. Dude.
Oh yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye.
Sophia, I am very glad that we are friends and we have been friends for so long.
I know I have so much, but girl, I love you.
And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh.
Well, I remember one time there was this student. She said, Mr. Sabado, I'm hungry. And he looks back to her and says, Hi, I'm hungry. I'm Mr. Sabado.